I realized I've been dressing as a boy or as a man since I was 6. My father's been dressing me in men's clothes, so it's been funny. I looked really cute. I gotta show you some pictures of my suspenders and matching pants and shirt, and I just was like GQ for my little young butt, right?
Going against the grain, do my thing, not for money or fame. Just a young black boy, the same old against the grain. I rap with the continent on my back. It's the black man's paradise. I'm looking for that against the grain. Do my thing, not for money or fame. Just a young black boy, the same old against the grain. The grain, yeah, the grain, yeah, the grain.
So I came. My father brought me, my eldest sister, my eldest brother, and my younger half brother here from Nigeria. So I mostly spent most of my life in New York City, and it's just been interesting. When I came, I looked like a little boy, but that's not really uncommon for Nigeria, like with females with like short hair. They cut my hair, and I swear I knew I was like queer or gay when I was young, and I think I didn't really start being like, oh, this is who I am until I got older. So just fast forward many years, like 97 is finally like when I came out.
It's that expectation when you identify as trans that you're definitely supposed to look a certain way, and you're supposed to get the surgery, and you're supposed to be on T. So it's like, how do you navigate, even within our community? How do you navigate around that, around people expecting us, even in our community, to do or to look a certain way, I think
it is important looking at like how do we ground ourselves like within ourselves in terms of like how we're gonna navigate this world, because we're already like in a fight. Just being a people of color in this white supremacist nation, being, you know, either poor or like working class, we already got capitalism against us. And then the way our body presents to the rest of the world is that we're women. And so it's like we're already fighting against like so many different things. So it is about having like some type of like central core about like, this is who I am in the midst of that. Whether I transition through medicine or I transition in my mind and my spirit. So I think that's something that I've been grounded in. And if you had asked me 10 years ago when I was 23 if I would be on testosterone, I'd been like, nah, you know, but it was like at where I'm at in my life, it felt right. And even in it feeling right, I'm still questioning it. I'm just like, do I need testosterone to present as masculine?
Growing up in a Midwest context, so let me frame myself. I grew up in Chicago, which is very segregated. Oftentimes politically is seen as very white and black, despite a lot of the immigrant movement and migrant movement, undocumented movement there. And so as a Pinay mixed person, Filipino mixed person, to see transgenderedness embodied was really difficult for me, because I saw it among a lot of affluent, white, limited ways of seeing FTMs. So you're always going to be going on T, getting a top surgery, getting all surgeries is the only way you can be a trans man. And that's not how I identified. And I also, through my class, you know, I didn't have the affluence, I feel, accessing resources and tools and surgery.
And stuff.
Listen, I got a passion for spitting, smashing the competition. Vocals the logo for the back-to-back world champion Pistons. Undebatable, flesh is biodegradable. People ego deflatable. See no evil and play the role. I'm Peter Gabriel with a sledgehammer. Blood standards, red-handed, set standards, dedicated to Dilla Proof. Abel Miracle, Fannie Lou Heyman, Marlon Briggs.
Right now we're in Casa Atabeks Ache, which translates into the House of Women's Power. And we're here actually in a basement level apartment in the South Bronx. And why we're in this space is because I'm the co-director here at Casa Atabeks Ache. And I've actually been here for 7 years now. It's going on 8 years. In September, I will be here for 8 years. And why Casa is a really interesting space is because we bridge spirituality and social justice for young and adult women of color, and our definition of women is really looking at dismantling patriarchy. So it allows me, who's someone who's like gender nonconforming, to be in this space and play like a leadership role here, and really looking at like how do we talk about some of these different issues that affect us in the organizing community. Welcome to the adventures of Seyi. I'm going to be giving myself my weekly testosterone shot, yay, right here in my bathroom of the South Bronx. And it's actually going to be my 21st shot, And the number is so high because I do weekly shots, and so that's why I'm at 21 right now, and it's going to be in my right thigh. But I think I'm gonna see how I feel with it the first 5 to 10 years and see if I want to continue or if I want to stop it. And the interesting thing is, like, last month, the third month, I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna do this and what, and I just came to the realization, I'm just like, let me keep doing it, you know, and whatever I do is right. And if I get to the point where this doesn't feel good anymore, I don't like the changes with my emotions or my body, that I can stop. And then if I want to, I can start up again. And see the height, how this is 1.5 and this is 1. So yeah, I don't like sticking this anywhere in any part of my body unless I'm trying to like make a hole. So I recommend the 23. Some folks like the 21, but 23 is a little nicer to stick in your leg. 23, yay. 18, no. Okay. So what's funny is before I got on testosterone, I wasn't a hairy person. And so now that my secondary sex characteristics are coming out, it's here on my legs. And so for me, my legs are really hairy because I've only shaved like maybe, I don't know if you can see it, like 3-4 times in my life. Because my legs were like whatever, but now there's like all this hair over it. Like, you see all this hair that's on in this? Let's put it here.
Yeah.
Right here. There's a little like mustache, but it's hard to see. It's like really, really light and stuff. So I just have to be patient that the hair will come from here, go to their face. Mm-hmm. So then I can do this in class. Ha ha. What are we doing, brain? Taking over the world. So what I've learned is you want to grab your thigh. And before that, the section of your thigh that you can inject in is here. So it's from here to here. So I like to try and do like around the middle spot so that I can get it into my leg. And it's a little like more meated here versus there. It's a little more bony. This probably looks really fucking scary as hell. But so what you want to do is you want to make sure that it is not in a vein. So you want to pull the plunger up. Mm-hmm. And if it's just bubbles that comes out, that's good then. And then you stick it in. Mm-hmm. If it came up and it looked like a volcano, like it was bloody, then what do I hope to be in the next year in terms of testosterone? I hope to be in a comfortable place in terms of it, and looking back and thinking like, oh, I took this drug and I'm glad that I took it. And if it's that I continued it for the next year, then I can look back about that and feel comfortable with the choice that I've made. I'm not sure in terms of I can say like, oh, I can, I'll be on T for the whole year. Yeah, I don't have the answer, but I for sure want to be in a place of having felt comfortable that I took this and it affected me, however it affected me, and I don't regret it. That's where I want to be. I want to be happy with my choice.
Abel Miracle, Fannie Lou Hamer, Marlon Briggs, Nina, and Fred Hampton. Equals the logo for the back-to-back world champion. Pistons undebatable. Flesh is biodegradable. People ego deflatable. See no evil and play the role. I'm Peter Gabriel with a sledgehammer. Blood standards, red-handed, set standards, dedicated, a dealer proof. Abel Miracle, Fannie Lou Hamer, Marlon Briggs, Nina, and Fred Hampton.